Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Got him the Anglican boy. He's very much loved.
That's literally not true.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake. I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Good morning and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Alrighty, just getting everything in place here. Great to have you all here, especially a big shout out to Wendy. Fire Girl, handmade by Wendy, first in chat today. Now, Fire Girl, I have to tell you that you've been first before, so what is coming should not be a surprise to you in the slightest. You are your promptness, and your punctuality, and your I don't know, dare I say, perkiness for the morning is just it's what is it? Infectious. That's what it is. And you've, in fact, infected chat with the desire to talk. You are so eager, we're going to send it to you with internet ownership. Everything IP-related worldwide is your responsibility. As a result, you'll do fine. Sorry, I'm trying to get the screen layout back where it belongs. And that's it. That's all I was looking to do right there. Did it. All right, now we're ready. Good morning. Great to have you here. Wonderful morning. Let's see. We have Kelly H. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Britta, I am so sorry. I saw this message. For those not on Facebook, my dad doesn't have much time left. Please continue to pray for us. Britta, we will continue. I am so sorry. We're praying for wonderful memories and peace for your dad and your family. Thanks for sharing that with us, and you're definitely in our prayers. Francis Gwynn, member for 22 months, makes you an OG. Happy Hump Day. Oh my goodness, you said Hump Day before I remembered, but now that I've been reminded, I'm sorry. Rules state that we have to.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day! Welcome to Wednesday. Whew. That was a little much for me. It was a little loud. I apologize. Turned it down a little bit halfway through. Yeah, I got 2 sideways thumbs, 1 down. Ooh, you're in trouble. I got a downward thumb. I need some water now. Thank you. For the down voter, you have to get water for me. 4 would be nice. All right. Francis Gwynn, happy Hump Day to you as well. OG, 22 months. Beach Life Salt Air, member for 28 months, also an OG. 28 months, member of the gallery. Good morning, my neighbors. Thank you very much, Beach Life Salt Air. Hope you enjoy the beach life and the salt air today. Well, you can. Let's see. I remember back when you cared to actually try. Let me tell you what it is. I've been up since 3 a.m. So my hump day started bright and early. Yes, why am I late if I was up for 6 hours ago? I don't have a reason for that. Yes, I do. I was replacing the air vent in the Airbnb and replacing the batteries in the Airbnb door, the lock, so that our new guest who's coming in a couple days, everything will work properly, and just making sure everything's in order over there. Let's see. Emily Jane, I'm going to be finding out if I got the job today. Oh, wow. Good luck. I think you did well in the interview, and I think you did as well. I think you did well as well. So hopefully you get that. Fingers crossed for that. Runkle is getting onto his YouTube person to have his names fixed in his chat too. Tell you, if he can get this done, tell him to come to me next. So I'll have to do that. All right, we do have some birthdays today to celebrate before we jump to a little bit of court watching and possibly some document reads, as a whole bunch of stuff got dumped in the last 24 hours. And I've got water, just in case we were reading. Let's see, today, Mistrial, Nettie777 are celebrating their birthdays with us. Happy birthday. So we have 2 birthdays to celebrate. And that's more than just me celebrating. That's all of us. So everyone, please, wherever you are, stand up, take a deep breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room. Blend your voice with your neighbor. Warm up with me, if you will. La 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 la. There we go. My voice is just, it's not doing it this morning. I'll need your help. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mistrial and Nettie777. Happy birthday to you. Needed just a little bit of water to get through that one. Wow. Happy birthday. The hump day yelp was weak, but it took it out of me. It was a rough one. Mistrial and Nettie777, there are many wonderful days. Today's your wonderful day. I realize there are a million places you could be and a million people you could be celebrating with, but you chose to be here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor, the joy is ours. Hopefully we can turn some of that joy back to you, make your day more specialer. I'm trying to get my glasses adjusted just right. Begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP, Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's house, Bob Evans, Andy's Grill, and Cracker Barrel. I think I missed one. McDonald's, Waffle House. I just talked fast. That was it. All right. Help yourself to the free pancakes, and we'll crank up the music and celebrate a little bit more. Dancers going to do their thing here on this verse. Greeners. Every social media platform ever. Remember when people just asked Twitter for an edit button? Where they're like, we're going to give you more characters. That's great. All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he didn't like his phones getting looked at. That's what happened. He didn't want more dirt coming out. All right, to end the song, we're going to do drum solo. You can all join with me. The snare's right here, so. Awesome. Grinder, I see you got some semblance of your identity back. It looks great. Nice to know that was possible. EDB made a very spicy Proctor stream yesterday. Yes, I have chosen not to go there. Here's the problem. I loved following that trial, but I'm struggling with the drama around the trial. That's not my scene, right? That's not where I shine. That's not what I do best. That's not what I enjoy most. So yes, Proctor's fair game for covering. I think Emily covered it very well. I think a couple other people have covered it very well. I think Ian might have been covering that as well, I think, if I remember correctly. And I'm not sure if I've got anything I can add to that. Yes, it's spicy. Yes, I think there was dirt all over the place and it looks super shady. But that's, I think we'll leave it at that. I think I won't dig into Michael Proctor on my own. There's very little that I can uncover that they have not already. Let's put it that way. If you use Audible, are you reading the book? Asking like a hypothetical question, like for those who use Audible to listen to an audiobook, I would say yes. You can still count as reading the book. You're listening to every word of the book. It's having it read to you or reading the book. I sort of count it the same. All the dancers get to take the rest of the day off. That's correct, 80s. Thank you for that. Proctor needs one of those one-way tickets to Vietnam. It sure looks that way. Yeah, something about glass houses, Red Pen, right? It wasn't that the same. I try not to get into the drama very much, but I love the court side. And I realize that sometimes the court side gets into the drama, and it sort of gets a little personal really quickly. But I try to set some limits. Proctor did not withdraw. The other people voted him out somehow because of the texts. I thought he dropped his appeal. Did I hear that wrong? Let's see. Proctor's lawyer said there were no texts. EDB covered the fact that they recovered texts as old as 2013 on Friday, and he pulled his appeal Saturday. Yeah. I think there was more, is what happened. There's indication that there was more, and the union said, okay, we're done. We're done. We're not going to pour money down this hole anymore. So, all right. I hope he finds his job. I hope he finds his place, right? The thing that he's made for, the perfect fit. I do hope everyone finds their place. And I just don't think his was in law enforcement. Let's bring you a little bit of Judge Dad first before we see if we. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can read documents today. My throat's just doing a thing. I'll see if I can get the kids to grab the cough drops in the meantime while we're doing this. See if it gets a little better. But the Hump Day yell was about all I could do, and I realized we've got the podcast tonight where Thomas will be singing. His rendition of the anti-candy corn song, and I will be listening to my pro candy corn song. I think that's what the bet was. He was going to sing, I would listen, right? But that's going to happen tonight on the podcast. If you want to see a battle over candy corn, it's going to be tonight. Meanwhile, let's go to Judge Dad and listen in a little bit what happened just a couple minutes ago. Judge Dad, where are you at? There you are. Ooh, look at that. Look at that background.
This has to go with Caitlin. People against David Istolart Gonzalez, 25W836565. Your name again, sir?
David Istolart.
Ms. Tessino, your name?
Emily Tessino.
He pled not guilty at the initial hearing. I don't remember why I adjourned it. I think you might have been out.
What's with the purple
Yeah,
haze?
I just didn't get in for quick enough.
Well, we're prepared to go with the hearing. Are you ready to testify?
Like a pink fit?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I have the report right here for the work program dated September 27th of 25. He was a no-show. There is a note that he showed up at 8:55 a.m., but because he was late, they locked the doors at 8:35. He was not permitted to work. Therefore, he wasn't able to complete the court work program day.
Do you have any questions?
The trial's on break for one day.
Mr. Istolart?
No.
Do you wish to testify or remain silent?
Testify.
Raise your right hand.
Here it goes.
You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
I agree. Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you'd like to say.
Sure. That's his response.
There was a car accident which was completely out of my control, and I had to circle around trying to get there. I know it's just a 5-minute thing, but I did show up there.
Where was the accident?
I think it was around before 4th Street, and I'm not from the area.
4th Street? What's 4th Street in Trenton?
No, not Trenton. I don't remember the name of the street, to be honest.
Well, why were you 25 minutes late? That's a long time.
No, I don't know why it says that. I arrived at 8:40.
Who wrote 8:55?
I don't know what supervisor was working that day, but he said he showed up late around 8:55.
All right.
He was notified that he could not work today.
No, and he even told me we're on camera, so I'm pretty sure I checked my watch. It was 8:40.
I'm going to find you guilty as charged of failing to attend the court work program. You have to get there on time. I will have you do anything else you'd like to say? That's your first technical violation. Anything else?
No.
Pay additional costs of $100. Serve an additional day on the court work program. So you're going to have an additional day to be on the court work program. You want to talk to him and pay $35 for that. So you owe $135.
I'll send an email.
All right, she's going to email you. You owe $135. Can you pay that today?
No.
When can you pay that?
Can it just be added to the tab?
Sorry. He's got a tab with the court.
Not a payment plan.
Add it to my tab.
Well, $100 weekly?
I have expenses.
Yes.
Lisa, just add that to add these fines costs in system, and he can pay at the same rate, okay? All right, that's what I'll do, Mr. Delarch. So she's going to email you and schedule your court work program. Did you say something, Lisa?
Yeah, just so you know, he's not up to date on the payment plan. He's making $1 payments, it looks like.
That's
$1 payments.
Token payment.
He paid $100 on September 15th, and then we received $1, another $1.
That's almost an insult.
What? $1? You paid $1 on October 14th?
No, I paid 100.
With a decimal after the 100 pennies?
When did he pay his first 100?
September 15th.
And they paid 50 on October 7th, right?
Yeah, and then $1 on the 14th.
Why would you pay $1?
Then I got $1 again on the 21st.
Why would you pay $1?
No, I just click and pay the $100.
We'll check your bank account, sir. Maybe you can see what happened.
You're saying you made two $1 payments.
Yeah, I have a $1 payment on October 21st and a $1 payment on October 14th.
I have the payments on the screen, Judge.
That's what it says. Restitution on your credit card. Why would you pay $1? Tell me why you would pay $1. I just want to know why somebody would go on a credit card and pay $1.
No, I need to check on that, but I clicked and I'm pretty sure it said 100. I don't know why it said $1. I don't know if there's a hold on the credit card or something.
A hold on the credit card? What do you mean?
Like a pending charge or something before it releases the money. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
But I paid $100 online.
Well, you better provide us with proof quickly. So I would check that now. Are you working?
Yeah.
What time today?
Since 7 a.m.
I'm at work right now?
You're at work now?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Well, I mean, I requested time off. I work from home. Sometimes I go to the office.
Well, you better check it. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, we don't make mistakes like that. That was October 14th and 21st. I mean, I'm not really amused if somebody's doing it on purpose. I mean, I guess I got to have a better sense of humor. But I can't imagine somebody paying $1. So you provide us with proof that you paid 100, and we'll adjust. But we don't make mistakes like that. All right. So you better take care of that real quick, or you're gonna have another show cause pending.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I will tell you, on my banking app, I have to hit 100 to be $1, and then I have to put 2 more zeros to make it $100. So maybe that's what happened.
Is Mr. Baldwin here today?
Yes, he just walked out.
But right now, I'm not believing there was an accident anymore.
Okay, because I'm going to sentence Lately, Williams, and Montesinos at the same time.
Okay.
So I hate to have you guys waiting in here. No, I think just give him his time. You know, we got 3 co-defendants. I'm just going to wait until he's ready to go. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks. You have something for me?
I do.
Okay, listen. I need to get those briefs. It's right away.
As far as the documents that got unsealed, a ton in the Brian Koberger case. Just a ton. And I realize that one's pretty much in the books. But we might take a peek and see if there's anything
Is Ryan Moore in here? No. Good morning. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to get a few of these other people out of here. Just bear with me. Or do you have to go? Are you in another courtroom?
I'm just Judge. I'm waiting this today, so just in case something else comes through. I was just trying to. Ask to assist. So I got
it. Let me see what I can do.
We have 3 code defense.
I know you do, and I want to do them all at the same time, but I want to get a couple of these others out of here.
He's just standing around hoping he gets to sign the case.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Why does it look like the guy from Suits back there? Oh, not Suits.
Thank you.
Is it Suits?
All right. People against Ryan Jeffrey Moore, 25B148923. Good morning, Mr. Duncan. Your appearance?
Yes, Your Honor. Murray Duncan appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ryan Moore.
All right, so she's reducing this from improper lane use causing an accident to speeding 1 to 5 over. She says there's no injuries and minor damage. You're authorized to enter this plea on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge.
The charge of 1 to 5 over, which, as you know, is 1 point. Responsible or not responsible?
He pleads responsible, Judge.
Actually, yeah. Okay, and that'll be 195, and I'm going to go ahead and give him until
$195 for 1 mile hour.
October 29th, he can pay by?
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
Good enough. Have a good day. Thanks.
All right, Judge. Thank you. Bye.
Don't
Trevor
speed up there.
Bethea, 25B149593. Trevor Bethea.
On Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Bethea, come on up here, sir. Tell me your name. You have to start your video.
Who do we have?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
He's in the bathroom. Oh my goodness, he's in the bathroom. I swear, if he flushes.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name?
Trevor Bethea.
You met with the city attorney. You're going to plead to, or I should say the township attorney. You're going to plead his charge to commercial vehicle distracted driving. True?
Trevor Bidet.
Yes, sir. I plead guilty to it. I'm just asking for a couple of weeks to pay the fine.
Hang on, slow down. To that charge, do you plead responsible or not responsible?
I'm responsible.
I'll accept the plea. 235. You need a couple of weeks. I'll give you until November the 5th. If you need more time, you call the court. We'll go on Zoom on or before that due date, and I'll be happy to give you an extension, okay?
He just threw his shirt on.
All right. Any questions?
No, sir, Your Honor.
He's in the bathroom.
Thanks.
Soaking wet. He was in the shower when the judge called his case.
Priority Waste LLC, 25B149466.
The shirt's all stuck to him because he's all wet.
Good morning, Ms. Trombley. Your appearance?
That's brave.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Trombley appearing on behalf of Priority Waste.
So we're going to adjourn this. What do they need? Is there some issue?
No, they're Alex Dillon's cases, and he had a couple live hearings this morning, and I know he's been discussing them. He's doing his own work on them, so I'm just going to let him handle them and adjourn them.
All right, we'll adjourn it to November 5th at 8:30, okay?
Perfect.
November
Thank you so
5th
much.
at 8:30. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we have another one with you?
Too late.
I also have Priority Waste LLC, 25B149691.
She's gone, Judge.
B.
She gone.
So, I don't know how that happened, but at any rate, that's a different file. And I have an A and a C file on this. So she kind of ran out of here, Lisa. We're just going to make this one November 5th at 8:32, okay? All right.
Okay.
What's with the back row peeps back there?
Yeah, anything else down here?
Underneath me. Or behind me.
Second, Judge.
My garbage man, GFL.
I've got all kinds of things to fill out.
Showed up like 5:45 this morning. Super early.
me check and make sure that they're paid everything. Waste management. 25B149686 A, B, and C. Let me make sure they paid everything. Look on there, waste management. All right, Mr. Powers, good morning, your appearance.
Good morning, Sean Powers, on behalf of Defendant Waste Management, Your Honor.
So we've got an exceeding gross vehicle weight on file B that is a misdemeanor. I've also got overweight and defective equipment files A and C respectively. For purposes of arraignment on the misdemeanor, does your client stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll enter a not guilty plea, and then I'm going to have, as I understand it, there's going to be a plea on file A to overweight violation. There's going to be agreed upon fines and costs of $5,400. And once you plead to that then will be files C and V, that being defective equipment and exceeding gross vehicle weight respectively, will both be dismissed. True?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you're authorized to enter this plea on behalf of the company?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
To the charge of overweight, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea. $5,400. Fines cost due by November 22nd. I'm going to also dismiss file B, exceeding gross vehicle weight, as well as file C, defective equipment.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Was it 400 or 5,400? Hold on one second. There's another court we need to see, which we don't get to see nearly as often as we should. 34th District Court. He's live right now, and we just have to go there. So let's jump down there.
Did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley? Your rights and options. You understand all that? You understand the possible penalty for the malicious use of a telephone device? Understanding all that, are you pleading guilty to that charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? Would you voir dire, Mr. Hadley? I've got an incident date shown June 25 this year.
June 25 of 2025, were you present in the county of Wayne? I want to say this was Township?
Romulus.
City of Romulus, County of Wayne, State of Michigan. Okay. By that date and time, you sent some text messages to the female that you had a child in common with. Okay. And some of those messages, did you make insulting or harassing statements? Okay. And actually, I would say I think we're pretty well satisfied.
I think that does. Mr. Lucky, you satisfied? All right, I'll accept the plea to the added charge, dismiss the original. I'll continue the bond. I'm going to send you downstairs. Just go up to the counter. They'll schedule for you to come back and meet with one of the probation officers. They'll put together a report and recommendation. You'll have a chance to go over with Mr. Hadley. I'll see it. The three of us will have some more conversation. I'll decide what the sentence should be. Understood? No, unfortunately, it won't all be today. Yeah. But we'll try to schedule around you. We don't want to cause you to lose your job. All right?
Judge, so that was malicious use of
telecommunication device. Correct.
Thank you.
Malicious. Can you not insult somebody over the phone anymore?
Yes.
Turn on your camera.
I am trying to get back.
Is Miss Walred in the courtroom?
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Thank you.
Go ahead, counsel. Your appearance.
Good morning, Madam Walred. 85665 on behalf of Ms. Latanya Seabury, who appears by way of Zoom. I think that her audio is working, but I'm not sure she's able to turn on her camera. Ms. Seabury, can you state your name for the court? You did. Now you might have to do it again.
She had both on earlier, but there she is. And now unmute. Yep, very good.
Ms. Seabury, just say your name for me.
Yes, hold on. What happened to the video?
It's on.
You're fine. Just say your name.
Latanya Seabury.
Thank you. Counsel, I can't read this. It says something pretrial stage.
We are just asking you to set for a preliminary examination. I think.
Okay. Okay. All right. Heather, what are our exam dates?
November 26th or December 3rd.
Hear those, counsel?
Unfortunately, yeah. November 26th, I am available. That date would work.
Okay. Heather, you want to do it at noon?
12:30.
12:30? All right, Ms. Seabury, November 26, 12:30, live my courtroom, understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, bond continued. Have a good day, Ms. Seabury.
Hey, Jen. Did you run those?
Counsel, anything else ready?
I have Miss Shimmery and then I have Miss Hester, who I think it's not going to break out.
Ms. Shimmery, activate your camera. Same date.
The standing judge is fantastic, Judge Oakley. He has no filter. He says some naughty words, but.
Ms. Shimmery, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you see me?
I can, thank you. How about November 26, 12:30 for your exam date?
I can make that happen.
The judge will make it happen. You just have to make it there.
Bond is continued. We'll mail you a notice. We've also got some stuff here. A disorderly person from Van Buren Township. Looks like you owe $354. We haven't seen any money since July. Can you get back on track with some kind of regular payments?
I'm trying with everything going on. I'm really trying. Yes, I will get back on track.
If you want to talk about options on how you can resolve this without $354, it's easier to do it in person, but come in here and talk to Community Enrichment. That's Mr. Taylor, and he'll tell you what some options are that could be some time to help close this out with some charity work or something.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And counsel, who was the other one? Hester. And Ms. Hester, you can hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Counsel, your parent for Ms. Hester.
Ms. Crystal Hester, she's in a alcohol treatment facility.
Oh, great. Where are you at?
I'm at Foundations Group Recovery Center in Columbus, Ohio.
Beautiful. How many days clean you got?
About 40.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
I'm actually in with my therapist.
That's the best reason in the world to be Zoom.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
A couple of pieces because there has been a change in the attorney.
Okay.
I was out of state for the examination, but anticipating that I might file something asking for example.
Can we give you that November date and give you enough time to file if you're going to? Thank you. All right, Ms. Hester, exam is going to be the 26th. Unless counsel files some kind of motion, she'll keep you informed on that.
November 26th?
Yep. 12:30.
12:30.
I'll continue your bond, and I'll wish you luck. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome so much. You're welcome.
Mr. Mays, did you need to speak to the prosecutor, or
Yes, I do, please.
It's Mr. Mohammed?
Mr. Zelnick, are you ready
it's
on for that?
domestic.
Okay, thank you.
Am I done?
You can stay there if you want. Ms. Hester, you're all set.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
I see the famous. All over the place here with these squares.
Good morning. That's a nice tie.
Oh, I thought I had a bad. I thought she see.
Pretty tie. Yeah, very nice. Good morning. All right, we're going to set an exam for Ms. Trevette.
The jail's noisy. Once we get him cleared out, it should be a lot easier to hear.
I know. Yeah.
And I certainly hope we don't get to entertain you. I'll let you pick the date where it's here. 26th work sounds like you've got a load, but that might be a good day to set.
Yeah, we'll set one of the two. Heather, you want to set Mr. Zelnick's exam at 1 o'clock on the 26th?
Yes, please.
How's that?
Should be next day after Thanksgiving, Judge.
It should be right in there.
You don't have something to celebrate. I think one of his families, Jermaine.
Oh, good. Good for you. All right. Well, you know I'm going to make it move fast. November 26th work for you. All right. Your bond is continued. If you have a seat, we'll get you a printed notice.
Judge, thank you.
Good luck. You're welcome.
Take a seat right there.
Heather, anything online?
No. Nope, not yet.
Morning, Mr. Kaplan. How are you today? You can bring it here.
It's like a well-oiled machine. It's just flying.
Judge, I'm not a technical guy. Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah. Well.
What are we drinking? Is that a Pepsi?
What are we doing with Tackett, Mr. Kaplan? Is that you? Okay.
We might need to bail until it gets quieter. It's super loud is what it is. With what's his bucket there. All right, but it's good to see Judge Oakley. We love seeing him stand and handle court the way he does. Let's see, we've got Judge Oakley's live. Who else is? Judge Boyd, not quite yet. Should see her later today. Let's see, there was some looking for Minecraft court to see if that's up, and it's not. How about 44th District Traffic Court? Let's watch him real quickly. This is a short one. Let's see what happens.
On behalf of Ms. Woodbury, today's the time and date scheduled for arraignment. For purposes of arraignment, we waive a formal reading of the charges against Ms. Woodbury.
Oh, it's not traffic.
Have the court enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. She is not object to this hearing is being conducted via Zoom today. She is requesting court plan and counsel moving forward. She's been advised of all her constitutional rights.
Thank you very much. Ms. Woodbury, you understand what's occurring today is arraignment only, correct?
Yes.
So this is not your last hearing on this matter. It's your first hearing, and you'll have at least one more, if not a few more, before the matter's disposed.
Okay.
So the court is entering a not guilty plea on your behalf.
I repeat.
In that regard. And court-appointed counsel is noted and approved, so you'll stay in the capable hands of Mr. Abdo. Now, you will receive a notice to appear at your next court date. That pretrial notice will direct you when and how to do so. And in the meantime, Mr. Abdo will continue teaming up with you so together you can act in your best interest and make a plan for this case. Now the court has to consider bond in this matter. That's not intended to prejudge or punish you, but it is required in order to ensure you reappear and that you pose no threat to the public. And Mr. Abdo,
she's not in custody. It'll probably be a PR.
Appears to remain suspended.
She's identified. I spoke with her. She identified, and she knows what she needs to do to clear up.
I see just one bench warrant out of the 36th. Also, there appears to be an amount due and owing to this court. So there was $284 on a handicap ticket and a $78 parking ticket. So what the court's going to do, Ms. Woodbury, is we're going to set a personal bond. That means you don't have to post any money with this court in order to keep your freedom today. So you will report and appear as directed for all your future dates. You'll abide any valid order or judgment from this court. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Please don't commit any crimes on release status. No driving without a valid Michigan operator's license, registration plate, and insurance.
Here we go. We'll go back to Wilma.
A what adjournment? I'm sorry.
A lengthy adjournment, if we could, please. The parties in this case might be able to resolve their disputes through civil, and it's my understanding that that's getting underway.
December 3rd or longer?
Longer, if you could, please.
Are we just adjourning the PCC, Mr. Mays?
No PCC, it's misdemeanor.
Pre-trial, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You want to just send a notice out for sometime in January after you get a calendar set up, Heather?
If he wants that, or if he wants the end of December, I don't.
Let's do January if we could, because that'll give all the civil people time to do their thing.
All right, then it'll be to be determined right now.
Okay.
All right, I'll mail out notice.
Thank you very much. You all have a great day.
That was.
All right, Ms. Johnson will mail you a notice.
That was it.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
They said, "Attorney Mays, are you ready?" And
Mr.
we
Dillon.
jumped to him, and he said, "We want to extend it." That was it. So
We have a PD arraignment.
we don't know what it is.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Fun stuff.
Always. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Judge. It's just us now. What do you want to talk about? Oh, I see how you are. Nothing, apparently. All right. Oops. Let's see if we've got... Haven't seen Judge Simpson yet this morning. Let's see if he's up and working. Judge Mercer was live. He's not right now. Judge Cedric Simpson, YouTube. He's not live today. All right, we might get some documents then. Good morning, one and all. Good to have you here. Trying to get the link for our town council meeting so I can share it with you. I'm one of the speakers arguing why we don't need another gas station up the street. Wow. Bree, good luck. Good luck. This is a fun job. I wish I had this to do full time. Great job, Ari. Thank you, Frito. I love it. This is the best job in the world. It is a lot of fun. Documents are wild. Okay, we're gonna start trying to tear into a couple. I wanted to start with one of the unsealing because it has a list of documents, and then if there's anything we like in there, we can then take it to Amber, and she'll get us the one we need. Does that make sense? Okay, open. And I need this on camera 3. I never did get the cough drops. We're going to just give it a try and see what happens. But we have an order here. This is dated last month. But just one second. 3. There you go. Can you see that? I think you can. This is from the Brian Koberger case, and this is an order unsealing and redacting records. And it's going to list a lot of things here. The following documents identified in the court's August 4th, 2025 order regarding sealed documents, objected to at least in part by one or both parties, are to be unsealed, though several with redactions. Items 2, 4, 7, 11, 12, 10, 12, 19, 20, 33, 34, 38, 39, 42, and 43. The basis, I think there's the basis for unsealing and redacting are as follows. Number 2, orders modifying or amending the no contact order. There is no further jurisdiction or justification under the law to warrant a continued sealing of these orders. However, the court orders that these dates of birth of the defendant and of the protected persons be redacted. Number 4, Exhibit S1, the state's response to defendant's 24th supplemental request for discovery. The name of the individual identified within this document has already been widely disseminated by the media, and thus there's no justification to warrant the continued shielding of her name. However, the court orders that, whoa, that went fast. The court orders that the individual's date of birth be redacted pursuant to this. In addition, the state's assigned AV and Bates number to identify the location of the discovery is not protected work product as contemplated by the law and therefore will not be redacted. Notice number 7, second notice of filing to defendant's additions, objections to the juror questionnaire. We never got there, obviously, because he pled guilty. There was nothing in this record that justifies continued sealing that. Completed juror questionnaires are confidential to protect juror privacy, but that's not implicated in this record. Consequently, it shall be unsealed without redactions. Number 10. Why can I not get this view to work a little bit better? There we go. Number 10. Exhibit W to defendant's 24th. Ambers, is this the one you want me to read or the other one? Let me know if there's one that's... There are 3 of these orders unsealing things. We're listing the documents here. 10 was Exhibit W to defendant's 24th supplementary request. The name of the individual identified is already widely disseminated. 12, court minutes for closed session regarding motion concerning alternate perpetrators. That sounds like one we need to read. Motion concerning alternate perpetrators. Although there's no longer justification to warrant the continued sealing of the entire document, there were discussions recorded within the minutes that require protection. First, the minutes at 1:31:52 p.m. refer to identified information of the proffered alternate perpetrators, the revealing of which could contravene the privacy concerns of these individuals and likely subject them to undue harassment. Thus, the reference will be redacted. And second, the minutes starting at 1:36 to 2:07 document discussions regarding the status of an ongoing investigation into a potential leak in the case. Oh, we wanted that. Ongoing investigation into a potential leak in the case. We need that one. It's not open yet. It's not out. Bummer. Shall be redacted. I want to hear what happens with that leak. Okay, number 19. Defendant's reply to the state's objection to defendant's offer of proof regarding alternate perpetrators. Reply to objection to offer of proof regarding alternate perpetrators. There's no further justification to warrant the continued stealing of this filing, so maybe that might be a good one as well. 20, the state's motion to amend witness list and supplement expert disclosure. Not going to need that really much. It might just tell us who the state was planning on using as an expert and what field they were in. Let's see. Order granting defense expert analysis of evidence. There was no longer justification. The expert ID is going to be redacted. That's, not much there. 34, state's response to defendant's motion for independent analysis of evidence. The sole objection was the revealing of the expert's name and address, but this information is not included in the filing, so it should be unsealed without redactions. I object. It gives away his name. It's not in there. Okay, it's fine. Motion for independent analysis of evidence. That's just all released. State's objection to defendant's offer of proof regarding alternate perpetrators. These sound like they're the juicy ones, Amber. Redacting the names again. The unsealing of the filing does not expend the table of contents listing the state's exhibits to the filing, nor does it apply to the exhibits themselves, both of which shall remain sealed. Okay, there are some pictures that will be sealed indefinitely. There's no further justification for Exhibit S1, the state's response to defendant's 23rd supplemental request for discovery. Let's see. The release of the names of law enforcement officers and experts disclosed as testifying witnesses do not implicate privacy concerns. Supplemental request there. There's Stephen Hippler, who's signed off on those. Let's see what else is on the list. Remember that Judge Hippler said that he was going to release all this, right? Starting with, as soon as the appeal period was over in the trial, that he was going to start releasing documents at a rapid pace, starting with the most recent and working backwards, I think it was, where he had the most familiarity. And so that's what's happening here. The documents are just being dumped. Might be time to turn the heater on. It's freezing in my house. I might not be able to read. I'm dying here. Let's see. Let's see what else Amber sent me. Okay, there's 4 pages here. Let's get this one over as well. Let's see. The unsealing of the final tranche of records identified in this order is objected to by at least one or both parties because they disclose names, contact information of lay witnesses and expert witnesses. Citing the persistent media scrutiny of this case and the fact that some publicly identified witnesses have previously been subjected to harassment and other concerning behavior, the parties anticipate that revealing their personal identified information would constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. Not sure how I feel about that one, but expert witnesses getting their name released. Yeah. Following receipt of the parties' objections to revealing this information, the court requested that each party submit under seal additional information concerning the subject witnesses, including their respective roles in the case, whether their names have been publicly disclosed, and whether they've been actually subjected to harassment or threats. So the judge says, show me the proof. The court has reviewed the parties' responses and rules as follows. Number 5, sheriff's return concerning witness KSF. There is no further justification. However, the court orders that the KSF's address be redacted. Number 8, witness TAD. The court orders that the TAD's new residence be redacted. Number 11, state's amended notice of compliance and motion to seal state's amended. Can you guys see this? Yes. Amended witness list. No further justification. Document identifies the names of the witnesses, both expert and lay. The majority of witnesses whose names have been publicly identified have reported no threats or harassment as a result. Of the few publicly identified witnesses who have experienced past threats and harassment, they are largely individuals who had a prominent role in the case. Further, there have been no reported episodes of threats or harassment that have placed a witness's life or safety in danger. In other words, there has not been a compelling showing that a person identified as a witness on a witness list will likely face threats or harassment of such degree to outweigh the public's right to access, particularly given the time that has passed and the corresponding reduction in public furor. The public now has the direct access to the most relevant evidence in the case, thus the need to chase down all potential leads is alleviated. While some of the listed witnesses may be contacted by the media and potentially harassed or threatened, by the media? The media is going to harass and threaten them? No. This remote potential does not justify the continued sealing of the record. Consequently, records shall be unsealed. And then there's sheriff's return concerning witness YR. Just going to be unsealed. Witness list, defendant's second amended phase 2 mitigation witness list. Oh, that's phase 2. Phase 2 is interesting because that's after guilt has been established. This is who they were going to call. Let's see. The document identifies the names and addresses of individuals defendant identified as mitigation witnesses. Redactions are not warranted to the individual's names, with the exception of CE, whose health condition may render her acutely susceptible to adverse effects from the potential of threats and harassment, were her full name to be fully disclosed. It's ordered that her full name be redacted in favor of her initials, as well as the address of all individuals listed herein. Let's see. Exhibit states supplemental response to defendant's request for discovery 41 must remain sealed, as it recites the unrelated criminal history of witnesses who do not testify in the case, which likely would have been inadmissible even if the witness had testified. The unsealing of this record would contravene the privacy concerns of these individuals and likely subject them to reputational harm. Even though it's public record, that's interesting. It just brings it to the forefront. Unless this is something from, I don't know. It's a witness who has a prior criminal record, which usually has to be disclosed in some manner as a conviction with a general, when it was, what happened, a tiny bit in court, just so the jury can weigh their testimony accordingly. But the judge says keep that one sealed. So that one's not coming in. And then we have the last order unsealing. Where's it at? Open. All right. This is documents to unseal. The court has reviewed the respective responses and rules as follows. With regard to the following documents, the court receives no objection by either party to their unsealing, and the court finds no further justification. So we've got the proposed stipulated jury instruction, the state's proposed supplemental jury instruction, objection to the court's request for the defense to submit a redacted copy of ex parte filing to the state, Exhibit F to defense 6 supplemental responses to response to discovery, defendant's 6 supplemental, defendant's objections to the juror questionnaire, court minutes in the closed session. That could be spicy, number 55. Second notice of filing defendant's proposed jury instructions, notice of state's amended exhibit list and motion to seal, parties' joint proposed jury instruction regarding tip leading to the investigation of the defendant. That was a good tip. Defendant's objections to the state's requested jury instructions, the state's response to the defendant's proposed jury instructions. It's not going to be spicy, those ones. First supplemental request for discovery, the response. Defendant's 5th supplemental response for discovery. Some of those could be a little bit juicy, but usually not. Jury instructions, that was duplicate. Defendant's proposed jury instructions. Exhibit 4 in support of defendant's objection to state's motion in limine regarding AT&T timing advance. That one gets technical. But Koberger and his team basically at one point or another tried to get all the evidence thrown out, literally everything that the police had against him thrown out for one reason or another, and the judge basically laughed. The court is going to release that one over objection. The state supplemental rebuttal disclosure, penalty phase experts, that's coming in. State supplemental rebuttal disclosure regarding penalty phase expert, that's coming in. State's motion to reclaim exhibits. Court minutes sealed. These might be juicy, but they might just be nothing. Reply in support of state's motion for examination of defendant for extension of time. Let's see, another extension of time. Gage declaration in support of motion for examination. State's motion for examination of defendant pursuant to the law for an extension of time. I think that was that was when they were saying he had some sort of medical thing, I think. Motion for examination of defendant. So they're trying to see if it's if it would be legal to if he was, let's say, for instance, autistic or something. Examination in that regard. State's witness list, state's exhibit list, state's trial brief. Ooh. Defendant's trial brief. Transfer of test materials. Discovery. Documents to maintain sealed. These are the ones that we will not get to see and probably may never see. Exhibit disclosure regarding penalty phase experts. This document contains sensitive and detailed confidential mental health information of defendant and other individuals that has not been publicly released, probably family. The release of this information to the public realm would be highly objectionable to a reasonable person, which outweighs the public's right to access. Also, defendant's evidence in support of offer of proof regarding alternate perpetrators. Oh, man, that would have been a good one. The minutes are interesting. Amber, if you have one that's interesting and you're in a position to text it to me directly, if you can send it on our direct chat, that might be good. Let's see. Alternate perpetrators. Numerous references to names of other personnel. Hey, Glory. Court minutes right here. That one would have been really juicy. Discussions between the court and the parties regarding the potential leak of information in this case, which subsequently resulted in an investigation. This information is exempt from disclosure under these rules. I think, now don't quote me on this one, but I think these rules prevent the disclosure of an active investigation, which could mean that number 56 here, when the investigation is complete, may be revisited and released. So it's possible once this is over, some of this might come out. Maybe not. I might have to tear into those two rules. Idaho law. Defendants offer proof regarding alternate perpetrators, replete with personal, intimate information about proffered alternate perpetrators that could be used to identify them, and the publication of which would be highly objectionable to a reasonable person. So those are sealed. For supplemental response to discovery, that's medical records for individuals other than the defendant. That could be individuals in the house, possibly witnesses. Defense expert disclosure, mental health information. It doesn't say who it's for. Defense, it's probably for Brian Koberger. Documents to unseal and redact. These are ones that we can get, but we have some redactions. Phase 2 mitigation witness list. Majority of the witnesses have been publicly identified. The public has direct access to most of the evidence. And we just have that one witness, CE. This seems like a repeat. Phase 2 witness list. Hurwitz declaration in support of motion for examination. This document, or exhibits S3 and S4 to this document are reports issued by defendants' mental health experts. That's confidential. So that will be redacted. And phase 1 lay witness list. This document will be redacted consistent with 46. So we don't get any of the defendants' phase 1 lay witness list. Bummer. All right. Amber, that'd be cool. If you've got one that's spicy, I would love to read it. There's a ton of documents mentioned in here, and I haven't torn through all of them yet, as you can see. Send you more in a second. I will watch for those. Amber's been doing some digging through this, and there's a ton. There's a ton out there. Okay. While she does that, let me see if we can take another quick peek around the horn for Judge Dad, maybe. There he is.
I do work slow. I'm 78 now.
We've seen him before.
You haven't done anything.
We need to back up. We need to back up. We need to back up. We've seen him before. He's the guy who has the yard that needs to be maintained.
Yes, sir.
Then $60 bi-weekly.
Yes,
Beginning.
No, he's going to pay. He's going to pay.
Robert Thomas Boyd.
There we go. Okay.
All right. Calling the prosecutor.
I need to back up so we get the very beginning.
Robert Thomas Boyd, 25BA2557.
Robert Thomas Boyd. We've followed this case quite a bit. This guy didn't go to jail for a week.
How you doing, Mr. Boyd?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Not too bad. Your name?
Robert Thomas Boyd.
Are they going to give me good news when I call them out, and they're going to tell me that you've done what I asked you to do, or are they going to tell me, that you haven't done it all of what I asked you to do?
I've got a big dump by the garage. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. What do you mean?
Get my permit there tomorrow.
Mr. Boyd, you're not going to make me push in jail again, are you?
I hope not. I can't get it done from there.
Can't get it done
Mr. Boyd. I can't wait to hear what they're going to tell me. I've been waiting for bated breath since my recorder told me you were coming in here today. Yesterday she told me. I said, oh boy, what has Mr. Boyd done? Or more importantly, what has he not done? Has he done anything? All right, I'll give you a lawyer if you want one. If you want a lawyer, I'm going to give you one right now. Do you want a lawyer?
No, thank you.
Your name?
Caitlin Fullerton in Brunswick Township.
Your name?
Dr. Someday Brompton.
What are you going to tell me? Tell me it's all cleaned up. Tell me it looks like the Taj Mahal. Tell me we'd all want to move in there.
The only progress is that he's gotten a dumpster this week delivered to the site. On the side of the dumpster that I admit the garage is still.
Mr. Boyd, you're killing me. You're killing me.
I was waiting till I come in today before putting anything in the dumpster. But
Why?
if you send me to jail for 85 days, I'm gonna send the dumpster back. I can't have it sit there.
Why are you being a wise guy with me?
I'm not, sir. I'm just telling you the truth.
I don't know what to do with it. Short of sending him for 85 days. He's gonna be in there for Christmas. How old are you again?
Pardon?
How old are you again?
78, the 27th of this month.
Well, we share a birthday. Just, you have a couple years on.
Yes, sir.
What am I gonna do?
Your Honor, I don't know what to do. We did have an opportunity this morning to speak to Mr. Boyd. He told us just about the same, that he hasn't done a whole lot since last time we were here. He hasn't obtained a demolition permit to take down that garage, so
He has or hasn't?
So he made no progress towards doing at least that very first goal. I do have a picture that Mr. Harris took yesterday showing the front of the property that still has the trailer, the boat, the vehicles, what have you.
I don't know why you're making me do this. I don't know why you're making me do this, Mr. Boyd.
I put the boat out in front.
Mr. Boyd, I don't know why you're making me do this. I do not know why you are pushing me to the point that you leave me no choice. I don't understand why you're doing this. I really don't understand it.
I do work slow. I'm 78,
You haven't done anything.
I have. I've done a lot. I've moved a lot of stuff. I had to throw away what I didn't want.
What did you move? What did you move? When did you move it? I don't know that you've done anything.
You wouldn't see it because I put it away.
Can you guys give me something positive here?
Try to start with the positive that he got the dumpster. He has not pulled. Nothing that the boat studies for sale. There's not a for sale sign on it. I mean, at least put a for sale sign on it if you're gonna park it in front of yours. Because he's moved the boat. The boat when you were there, it was in the back.
Right.
He moved it to the street.
Nice.
It makes it look worse. But he says it's for sale, but there's not even a for sale sign on it.
How's somebody supposed to be a mind reader? See a boat out there and they think it's for sale without a sign? Don't have anything to be for sale if there's not a for sale sign.
My son promised me that he was going to put a sign on it. He's half owner in the boat.
I don't know what to do. Do you have any ordinance that allows you guys to go in there and clean it up and put it on his tax rolls?
Short of abating the nuisance civil court, we don't have that.
Short of a what?
Abate the nuisance civil act.
In circuit court. I know, but maybe that's the route you need to go.
I was hopeful that this would have put Mr. Boyd on notice, and I understand that doing some time maybe would have jump-started the progress, but unfortunately.
Did Judge put his feet on the
I
desk?
don't know.
Give me a chance to start tearing it down.
I don't know, Mr. Boyd. Come on.
Nice big dump box here.
How long's it been going on, this case, Ms. Foley Carter?
Based on the register of actions, he's had ordinance violations dating back to 2011.
2011, we were young then. You were young, I was young.
This citation was issued back.
That's 14 years ago. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Judge. This citation was issued back in April. Prior to that, he had the civil infraction citation for the same thing.
So you've done nothing. You've done nothing.
In 14 years.
When were you last in court? Mr. Boyd, I feel horrible. You are a pleasant, likable man, but you are not complying with the orders.
Soundbite.
That's a dangerous building.
Yes, sir.
Forget the blight. It's just flat out dangerous over there. And I can't get you to do anything. I usually would like to think I'm more successful at causing people to understand that they have to do something, and I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. I don't know what I can do. When were you last here? A month ago?
Something like that.
And you've done nothing but move the boat out without a for sale sign and order a dumpster that has nothing in it.
Well, my truck was in the shop for 3 weeks.
Well, good. Then if your truck was in the shop, then you had to be home and you had all kinds of time to do things. I don't know what else to do, guys. I just don't know what else to do. If I saw some effort.
Well, I'll see how well I do with the dump.
New review hearing date in 4 weeks, Lisa.
November 19th at 8:30.
November 19th at 8:30. When I go home tonight, I'm going to feel horrible. But I have to give you another 5 days. I'm setting another review hearing date on November 19th at 8:30.
That doesn't give...
Mr. Boyd, it's just this the way it's going to go until you take care of the property. You think I feel good about this? I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. You're just defiant. I don't know what is going on with you, but I can't allow this to go on. I just can't. This is nothing I want to do. Zero interest in doing what I'm doing right now. None. I'll go home and think about this tonight. Like, what could I have said to Mr. Boyd on the multiple other occasions that he appeared in front of me that might have compelled him to do something?
I feel I have done things.
Mr. Boyd, I'm sorry. Have a seat. I feel horrible. You make me do things I don't want to do. Have a seat over there, sir. Derek Paul Lopez Jr. 25B149536. A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin, so please state your full legal name.
Derek Paul Lopez.
Judge, thank you very much. Judge, he's been arraigned.
I don't think I arraigned him. I think he asked for a lawyer. So
I'm going to ask that the court allow him an opportunity to fill out the form. We're asking for discovery.
Yeah, but does he stand me wait for him reading?
I apologize. I thought he was already arraigned.
No, we did not arraign him. Nope, not out. Is that what he's doing?
He is.
Not guilty, pleas entered. He actually has 4 files. He has 536A, B, and C, and 25B149537. 2 of those are civil infractions. 2 are misdemeanors. Not guilty pleas are entered on the misdemeanors. $500 personal bond. On file 536A, which will be incorporated with the rest. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Lisa, what do you have for me for a date?
Lisa, can you make sure that it's scheduled when I'm here? I'd like to handle the file if I may.
November 5th at 10:30.
Okay, sir, and you fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer. We're going to give you one now. And then after you do that, you go down the hall and grab your notice, and you're all set.
I gave that up. I'm in Florida on the 5th. Somebody's going to be handling that. Would you like me to continue on with the file? I'm going to be reviewing the discovery. Can we have a different day?
Yeah, I'll give you the 19th.
19th, please.
19th at 8:30.
Thank you.
Okay, so hand him a petition there, will you please? Fill that out, sir, and then go down and get your notice. Good luck.
Okay.
People against. Paul. Terrence Arnold Paul, 25T646123. Good morning. Your name? Your name?
Sure, no.
Okay, so you really have to take that hat off, okay? Hat.
Oh.
Okay. You met with the prosecutor and you are going to plead, well, wait a minute, we've already taken that. Needs new payment plan. How much have you paid on this?
$75.
Okay, what kind of a plan do you need, sir?
Next week.
You paying $75 a week starting next Friday?
Well, pretty much I need, bi-weekly.
75 bi-weekly beginning when?
Next week.
I'll make it November 3rd, okay?
Sounds good.
A week from Monday, November 3rd, and then if you need more time, no problem. Come talk to me. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thomas, Naya, Lene, Thomas, 25B148943, A and B. Where's Naya Thomas? Is Naya Thomas out here somewhere on Zoom?
No, she has not been on
here,
Zoom.
Judge.
Oh, I see.
Bench warrant.
Defendant contacted prosecutor requesting an adjournment as she's unable to appear. Prosecutor encouraged her to appear, but advised the prosecutor will request the matter be adjourned at her request, but it's in the court's discretion.
No bench warrant.
I'll give her an adjournment to what, the 5th?
It's November 5th at 10:30.
I don't know why she can't appear, but she's going to have to. So, did we say about in person on her notice? Yeah, we did say in person. I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this. And we'll continue the in-person. People against Daly. Deborah Jan Daly, 25B149488A and B. Could I have Sean Ray seated at the table? My right, your left, Sean Ray. Come on up to the podium, Ms. Daly, your name? Charged with driving on a suspended and disobey a traffic signal. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry? You sure?
No.
Well, then get one. Go out in the hall, we'll give you a lawyer, all right? You can go right out in the hall and he'll set you up. Good luck. Sean Nicholas Ray, 25B144497B. Come on up to the podium,
We've
sir.
seen him before.
Your name?
Sean Ray.
It says you're compliant. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you've given these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Okay, nice and loud for me. On March 13th, I placed you on probation. You've applied for early discharge. The case was taken under section 771.1. Since I placed you on probation, again back on March 13 of 25, have you been arrested?
No, sir.
Any new charges?
No.
All right, so I sent this to the prosecutor, or we did. They're going to go ahead, even though the agreement was, at least I placed you on probation for 12 months. They're going to go ahead and agree to early discharge and dismiss the case under 771.1 since there has been compliance. I wish you well. Case dismissed. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Catella, Gregory Adam Catella, 24B147015B.
See, Mr. Boyd, that's how
Do you
easy it
have
could be.
Geez, I'm sorry for you too. You've been sitting here all morning. My apologies. Your name?
Recovery Addict.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm under the penalties of perjury the testimony you've given these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. All right, just give me 1 second, if you will.
Yeah, this Mr. Boyd's case has been.
Did I not give him a review hearing date, Lisa?
He's got multiple properties, I think, and just a junkyard.
I'm sorry, Judge. Which case is this?
This is Catella, K-U-T-E-L-L-A.
Yeah, today's a prosecutor review.
I didn't write it on the thing. Okay, good enough. No objection, early discharge and moves to dismiss. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm the penalties of perjury, the testimony you're giving these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. All right, since you were in court and I sentenced you on February the 5th of 25, have you been arrested? Have you had any new charges filed against you? No other cases pending? No. All right, you're compliant. Congratulations. Case is dismissed. Motion to prosecute. We'll send it out. Sorry you had to wait so long. Good luck. Okay, good. You too. Thanks.
That's some fine hair he's got there.
Pernicano. Paul James Pernicano, 25B82401C. Pernicano, your name?
Paul James Pernicano.
All right, so this was taken under 771.1. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm the penalties of perjury that the testimony you're giving these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
I do.
Since you were in court on March 26th, have you been arrested?
No, sir.
Any new charges?
That was not Ivan.
So you are here
Similar
for
look.
a review date, or no, actually you applied for early discharge. Prosecutors
Ivan has
looked
a
at
better
everything.
suit.
She says you're compliant, and she moves to dismiss. Congratulations, your case is dismissed. Wish you well, Mr. Bernardano. People against Raisingani. Marion Raisingani.
Yep.
25B82626. Good morning, sir. Your name? So we're going to adjourn this one last time. It's going to be November 5th, okay? Lisa, what time?
10:30.
At 10:30. Okay?
He has no pen.
Good luck to you. Mr. Ashton, what time is your case up?
I'm not sure.
What time's that case up?
8:30.
Well, are they ready on that?
I sent him to talk to the Roseville prosecutor. I don't know what happened.
Did you talk to the Roseville prosecutor?
I said I was here. And I told you to go out there and talk to the Roseville prosecutor.
That's all right. That's all right.
So
you can call him up. Tell the prosecutor to come on in here. Are we ready on Jesse Lee Stroud?
yes.
Jesse Lee Stroud, 25B1493748.
Attorney Mike Collins, House Counsel, Key 65417 on behalf of Mr. Stroud.
Mr. Stroud, your name?
S.B. Lee Stroud.
Judge, today's the date and time set for sentencing. We've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. We'd like to announce that there are no deletions, corrections, errors, or omissions. If I may briefly speak, I'm sure my client. So my client's got a prescription bottle with, I guess maybe it's a higher level of a ibuprofen that would be medically prescribed. There are some benzodiazepine pills in the container.
Benzos?
Why they're there, how they're there, doesn't change the fact that they're there. So we do have possession. I'm not seeing use per se. Your Honor, I'm going to ask that you strike the intensive outpatient treatment. He's under medical.
They didn't really request or recommend that. It's just attending complete substances of abuse group.
Yeah. It's got the second box check.
I don't know why we do that. That's ridiculous. I don't even know why that's on there.
Thank you.
You know, I don't.
And as you see, he has a medical condition related to a personal matter that he is under medical care with right now. So he has bigger issues going on with his life. I'm going to ask the court to adopt the recommendation. I think it is fair. The ETGs and preliminary breath tests, I would just ask as mandated by the probation department at their discretion. Aside from that, Judge, he has no marked past criminal conviction history. I don't know why those pills were in the bottle. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. He's in possession of them. And I would just ask that the probation match the considerations that are before the court. In fact, I would ask that the court do deviate to 6 months of probation under 33374.
Sir, anything?
Yes, sir. I'm working in 2 jobs right now, and I'm trying to pick up the third. So If you just do the probation, it would really help,
9 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm going to order that you submit to chemical testing PBTs and ATGs monthly. I'm going to order that you attend the substances of abuse group program through Class A training center, that you serve 1 day on the court work program, $35 charge for that. 2 days of community service. I'm going to give you until December 1st to complete your community service. Fines $50, costs $75, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $250. Attorney fees are $40 for $290. You have a screening fee of $60 for $350, plus your court work program fees of $35 for $385, and $180 in probation fees. Should be $565. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. Again, I am taking this under 7411. You could be incarcerated for up to 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Lisa, what do you have for a review hearing for me?
Give me 1 second.
Can you pay all this today?
No, sir.
How much can you pay today?
Nothing, sir.
How much can you pay? You get paid every Friday?
Yes.
Can you pay?
I get paid weekly from Burger King now because I just started.
Can you pay 50 per week?
Yes, sir.
50 per week, and I'll just start that next Monday, which should be October the 27th, okay? If you need more time at any point, just tell me. I'll give you an extension. Come in here and talk to me on it before the due date, or call the court and we'll go on Zoom on it before the due date. I'll give you an extension, all right? Get away from those pills. So what do we have, Lisa?
July 1st of 26 at 9 o'clock.
July 1st of 26 at 9 a.m. will be your court date, okay? Or your review hearing date. So you're going to go down the hall. She's going to print out a review hearing date. And then you go back over to probation where you will be interviewed. I'm sorry, they will explain the order to you in more detail and answer any questions, okay? Good luck to you. Where is the Rosio prosecutor, 237?
Hello?
Are you ready to go on this Aston case?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you bring the file in and we'll call it, okay?
I will do it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are we coming in the rest of, okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have some lip shows, for sure.
Why don't you call these other prosecutors, see if we have anything else. Call Woodhaven and Brownstown. Tell them I'm gonna start a hearing. If they have anything ready to bring it in now, so I'll take it before the hearing starts. All right, stay seated. I'll come back out in a few minutes.
Judge, can we stand up? No? Stay seated. You came back out. Spoiler alert. Here he comes. No stretching. Anyone know the answer to my question? Ari isn't paying attention to chat. Why aren't we watching the new trial? We don't start a new trial in the middle of our trials. That's why. It's day one on their trial. We're right in the middle of the trial that's just on a break for one day. It would just confuse everyone. We'd get invested in a new trial and then try to go back to the old one, and everyone would say, why aren't we on the other one? We just started yesterday. We have learned by sad experience. No worries. I did see that happen. We might, if this trial ends soon, we might end up going back and doing some speed trial watching and watch that one and catch up with it. It depends how the timing works. Oops. What I just did, I went to like Apple TV, which is not where I'm supposed to go. Okay, he's not back for some reason. I thought for sure he was back. Can I take a moment of personal privilege? And I've told you that I've been playing with some of Suno to put my songs in. I'm not really happy with the end result yet, but it's getting closer to basically take a song that I've written, that I wrote. I'm not sure written is the right word. Sorry, red pen. And plug it in with the. So it's my lyrics, it's my tune, basically, and it uses another voice to read it. And I've never played this one for you, I think. So I might do that here real quick. This is a song I wrote about a long distance relationship, and it can apply in a couple different ways. And it's called "Hold You in My Heart." So let's make sure we've got audio set up. Oh, I need to turn that off. Turn that off there. There we go. All right. Here we go.
You walk through the walls I built to keep you out and to keep the pain inside. And when you looked into my eyes, you found the fear I had tried so hard to hide. In my dreams I'm calling out to you, I miss you. Can you hear my silent prayer? I open my eyes slowly in the morning and ask myself if you are there. All this distance in between us tries to tell us that we'll always be apart. But until the day I have you in my arms, I will hold you in my heart. Now the songs we sang together are just echoes of the days we left behind. Every night I watch the sunset and I wonder what tomorrow will find. The seconds of eternity till you are back grow longer every day. I look up at the stars we share in silence, and I can almost hear you say, all this distance in between us tries to tell us that we'll always be apart. But until the day I have you in my arms, I will hold you in my heart. I will hold you in my heart. I will hold you in my heart.
There we go. There's a couple typos in there where I typed the lyrics in wrong, where it says they instead of the, and it adds an S on the end of tells and things like that. But that's the other one. It's closer to how I actually wrote it with the music, because I had to actually sing it into Suno, and it used the notes that I sang to make it, and it didn't do a perfect job. But told you I would share that one with you. I'll fine tune that. Speaking of songs, tonight on the podcast, Thomas and I have challenged. We have a challenge. We feel very differently about candy corn. I think it's the best stuff ever invented. He thinks it never should have been invented. And we have both created a song to further our cause in the candy corn saga. And so please join us tonight for competing songs to decide who wins the candy corn contest. All right, Josh says he has a one-day trial for us, possibly. Let's see if we can... go. This looks like the court where we had the ice fishing trial. Is that it, Josh? Well, let's do it quick. It's here in county, so give me just 1 second. We might have a trial we can just watch for just today. Here in county, 52nd Circuit. Okay, let's go back here just for a moment. There's a jury trial. We're on part 1. Okay, channel. Go to channel. Give me a second. Here we go.
You don't have to. If you do take notes, you should be careful that it does not distract you from paying attention to all the evidence.
We're going to speed this
up.
up.
When you go to the jury room to decide your verdict, you may use your notes to help you remember what happened in the courtroom. If you do take notes, do not let anyone except the other jurors see them during deliberations. And the process is very simple. If you do take notes during the course of this trial and you take a break, simply take your notepad and place it face down on your chair. That will ensure that no one will be able to see your notes. Your notes at the end of the trial will not be examined by anyone, regardless, and when your jury service concludes, those notes will be collected and destroyed. Possible penalties should not influence your decision. If you find the defendant guilty, it is the duty of the judge to fix the penalty within the limits provided by law. I may give you more instructions during this trial. After all the evidence has been presented, you will hear the lawyer's closing arguments. Following the closing arguments, I will give you additional instructions about the rules of law that apply to this case. You should consider all my instructions together as a connected series. Taken all together, they are the law that you must follow. After my final instructions, you will then go to the jury room to decide your verdict. A verdict must be unanimous. That means that every juror must agree on it, and it must reflect the individual decision of each juror. Probably most important, it is important for you to keep an open mind and not make a decision about anything in the case until you go to the jury room to decide the case. You must not let bias, prejudice, or public opinion influence you.
We're catching up right now. Let me mute this for a second. While the judge gives the instructions to the jury, we're catching up. We're just a couple minutes behind. This jury trial is starting. I think it's a one-day trial. This is a courtroom where we had an absolutely hilarious trial over ice fishing. And it was wild. A Baker raid, sweet. Broken Baker, thank you very much for the raid. Love it. Welcome. We're gonna see and watch this one. We are on break from our other trial just for today. It'll give my voice a rest because I'm not doing a very good job reading today. Amber, thanks for getting the documents for me. I apologize. But it appears to be the ice fishing trial. That was probably one of the most bizarre not hot mic moments, but body cam footage we've ever watched.
Statement, you may proceed.
Here we go. Prosecution opening statement. Switch the camera around.
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alexander Pahani. I'm the assistant prosecuting attorney in Strong County, and I'll be presenting this case today. So Before I begin, I'd just like to reiterate the judge's thanks to you for honoring your jury summons, because as I mentioned in voir dire earlier, your job is the most important one in this courtroom because you are the finder of fact. You, 12 individuals, are the only ones who can make a decision on what happened on December 27th of 2024 here in the city of Bad Axe, County of Huron, state of Michigan. You will listen to the evidence as you told me that you would during voir dire. You will review any exhibits that may come to you, and you are the final authority on what happened on that day. And so, just to give you an idea of what to expect today, this is a case about the integrity of our justice system, because our justice system protects individuals who are called to testify in any kind of court proceeding. And that's what happened in this case. So you will hear from a number of witnesses today, but specifically a little bit later, you'll hear from an individual by the name of Jessica Pratt. And Ms. Pratt was once married to the defendant, Mr. Grady, and they got a divorce. And testimony will show that after the divorce, she decided to seek out a personal protection order in the Circuit Court of Huron County. Now, there's a process that's involved with that, and oftentimes the court will request that there's a hearing to decide, so the judge can decide whether or not to grant the individual's request for a personal protection order. And that's what happened here. There was a hearing before this honorable court, and Ms. Pratt testified on her own behalf in that hearing, and Ms. Pratt's now husband testified on her behalf during that hearing as well. And his name is Ryan Gibbard, and you'll hear from him later as well. And so the court granted that personal protection order in May of 2024. So that was in effect, and you'll hear testimony and you'll see the personal protection order yourself. Now, in December of 2024, later that year, Ms. Pratt and Mr. Gibbard were going to a local bar called Bottoms Up.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the city of Bad Axe.
Great.
And when they went inside,
we're on a
testimony
PowerPoint.
that we expect you will
He just
hear
hasn't advanced
will be
the
that they saw the defendant there. Ronald Grady was there. And by the terms of his personal protection order, he had to leave. And he did. But not before he, for lack of a better word, testimony will indicate that he shoulder checked Mr. Gibbard on his way out.
It was a bump.
And so Mr. Grady leaves, and the testimony that you will hear from Ryan Gibbard will indicate the same, but then he comes back later. Mr. Gibbard will testify that about 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half later, back comes Mr. Grady. And this time, Mr. Grady is upset.
After this is open,
And there's an altercation.
The picture will get bigger again.
And Mr. Grady, we expect the testimony will show, made some comments towards Mr. Gibbard. And you will hear that testimony directly from Mr. Gibbard, what Mr. Grady said to him.
Thanks, Josh.
Along the lines of, I'm going to kill you for testifying against me.
Oh, that's bad.
Because Mr. Grady wasn't happy about having to leave whenever Miss Pratt showed up someplace. And he certainly wasn't happy about having to leave Bottoms Up that night. He did, but then he came back. So after this incident took place, the following day, Miss Pratt and Mr. Gibbard talked to the police. They called the Bad Axe Police Department, and Officer Hessling responds. And you will hear first today from Officer Hessling, and he will explain to you how he received the complaint, what he did to investigate the complaint, and how that investigation unfolded. He interviewed witnesses, many of those that you'll hear from today. In fact, all of those that you'll hear from today. Officer Hessling spoke to all of those individuals. And then he also interviewed the defendant. Now, the Bad Axe Police Department, all of the officers have a department-issued body-worn camera that they have with them at all times. And during Mr. Grady's interview When Officer Hessling went to his home, Officer Hessling had that camera on. So not only will you hear the testimony from the individuals who were involved in this altercation at Bottoms Up, but you'll hear Mr. Grady's own words as to what happened that night. Now, his words may be a little bit different from what Mr. Gibbard testifies to, but you'll see what he says when Officer Hessling asked him if something happened between him and Mr. Gibbard tonight. See the exact words. You'll hear briefly from Tracy Hessling. She's a bartender at Bottoms Up. We expect her to testify that she remembers Mr. Grady being in the bar that night, Miss Pratt, Mr. Gibbard. We expect her to testify that at some point she asked Mr. Grady to leave because she was afraid that there was going to be an altercation. You'll hear from another witness who was there that evening, Joan Peters. She was a patron at the bar that night. And we expect her to testify that she saw Mr. Grady come back. She saw an altercation happening between Mr. Grady and Mr. Gibbard, but she couldn't hear the words, but she said it was heated. And so she went up and grabbed Mr. Gibbard by the shoulder and pulled him away and said, "Come on, let's just go sit down." Then you'll hear from Jessica Pratt. And Ms. Pratt will testify that she was indeed married to the defendant. They divorced. She sought out a PPO, received that PPO, and then she'll tell you what she saw that particular evening at Bottoms Up. Now, when the altercation happened between Mr. Grady and Mr. Gibbard, she was around the corner, so she didn't see that. She'll testify to that effect. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, you'll hear from Mr. Gibbard himself. He will testify that we expect that he will testify, I should say, that he was at Bottoms Up that evening, just having drinks with Miss Pratt. Mr. Grady was there at the bar when they walked in. He turned around, finished his drink, walked out the door, shoulder checks him on the way out. And then they think that's the end of it. But then he comes back. And that's when this altercation takes place, when he tells him that he's going to kill him for testifying against him in the prior PPO. Ladies and gentlemen, again, it's not just the witnesses that will testify here today that you will hear, but you'll see the interview with Officer Hessling and Mr. Grady at his home, and you'll hear his own words, where he admits that he says, "Yeah, I told that guy there was going to be a reckoning for him testifying against him." It's as clear and as plain as day. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, after hearing the witness testimony and after watching the exhibits and reviewing any exhibits that are admitted, you will know that Ryan Gibbard did testify in a lawful court proceeding, that Ronald Grady later confronted him and threatened him at Bottoms Up, that his actions were because of the fact that Mr. Gibbard had testified against him in the PPO hearing, that two independent witnesses corroborate something going on between these guys. They didn't hear the words, but they saw the heated confrontation, and then the defendant himself admitting to the officer to his conduct. At the end of the trial, ladies and gentlemen, you will have ample evidence presented to you beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Grady is guilty of the charge which retaliated. Thank you.
All right. Done with your presentation. Can we take down the PowerPoint?
Morning again, everybody.
There we go. Court's bigger.
My name is Michelle Siv, and I represent Mr. Grady. So as Mr. Pahani had outlined, yes, my client is charged with witness retaliation against Mr. Gibbard. Throughout this trial, it is your job to determine the facts of the case. So as to basically hold Mr. Pahani to his burden of proof, and the proof beyond reasonable doubt that this did in fact happen. We believe that the evidence presented will come short of that. As part of it's included in your instructions that the court had read to you previously in regards to the elements of the charges. After that second element, the court did read that a threat does not have to be stated in any particular terms, but must express a warning of danger or harm. Further, it must be meant as a true threat and not, for example, idle talk.
That was an idle threat.
A statement made in jest or a solely political comment. It must have been made under the circumstances where a reasonable person would think that others may take the threat seriously, as expressing an intent to inflict harm or damage. It does not matter whether the defendant actually intended to carry out the threat or not, essentially. So that is something that I want all of you to keep in mind as well. Obviously, we don't mind everything, but just to remember that portion as well. We believe that after you hear all of the testimony and evidence today, that you will have to find out something that would not meet this burden, and you would have to come back with not guilty verdict for my client. Thank you.
How do you approve
The people call Officer Eric Hessling to the stand.
Please stop a moment, raise your right.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes. Please be seated. Honey, you may proceed.
Thank you, John. Good morning, sir. Can you please state your name for the record and spell your last name for the benefit of the court recorder?
Eric Hessling, Hessling spelled Hessling.
And how are you employed, sir?
I'm employed with the city of Bad
How?
Police officer.
And how long have you been a police officer with Bad Police?
I've been at the city of Bad about a year and a half.
And how long have you been a law enforcement officer?
15 years.
And I want to take you back to December 28th of 2024. Were you on duty that day?
Yes, I was.
And did you have occasion to investigate a complaint involving Ronald Brady?
Yes, I did.
And what was the nature of that complaint?
The nature of the complaint was for a possible PPO violation.
Do you see Mr. Grady in the courtroom here today?
Yes, I do.
Could you please point to him and tell me where he's sitting?
He's sitting next to his defense attorney at the table.
Will the record please reflect that the witness has identified the defendant?
It's shot.
Now, Officer Hessling, what were the first steps that you took in the investigation of this complaint?
So I was getting a call from our central dispatch. They had dispatched me the call to the radio. Initially, I had called the complainant, which was Jessica Pratt. I spoke with her over the phone. She gave me the nature of what the complaint was, which happened the previous night, and her concerns with violation of a personal protection order.
And where did this incident allegedly take place?
At the Bottoms Up Bar in the city of Bad.
And that's in Huron County, Michigan?
Yes, it is.
And at that time, were you able to confirm whether a personal protection order was in effect?
Yes, I did.
And did you do that, or I should ask, how did you do that?
So I ran Mr. Grady through LEAN, which is a law enforcement information network, which showed that there was a valid PPO in place with the protected person being Jessica Pratt.
Trying to make this audio as good as we can.
Your Honor, at this time, the people will move for the admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 1 pursuant to MRE 903. This is a self-authenticating document that was sealed from the county clerk of the County of Huron.
Yeah, this is the
personal protection
the PPO order.
Domestic relationship before the 52nd Circuit Court.
Is it response? People's, what is it?
Bottoms Up is in Baggins? Baggins, Michigan, I'm sure, right? Are we in Michigan, did they say? The Bottoms Up trial. I might have to cut away from this. I do. Hold on just one second.
Mr. Hessling, once you verified that there was a valid personal protection order in place, what did you do next?
Next, I went to Bottoms Up Bar that night because Jessica happened to be there at the time. Went there and spoke with her and Ryan Gibbard in the parking lot outside the bar and took statements from them regarding the incident from the night prior.
And after you collected those statements and spoke with those individuals, What
His
did you do
personal
next?
information.
After speaking with them, they had told me that there was 2 other witnesses that were inside the bar at that time. A few days later, I think it was January 6th and 7th, I had interviewed the 2 other witnesses, which would have been Tracy Hessling and Joan Peters.
And after interviewing those witnesses, without telling me what they said, were their statements consistent with what you had already learned in your investigation?
Yes.
Now, did you, as part of your investigation, did you interview the defendant?
Yes, I did.
And when and where did that interview take place?
That interview took place on January, I believe, 16th at his residence, which is outside the city of Bad Axe on South Thomas Road.
And what, if anything, did the defendant admit to you during that interview?
He admitted that he was at Bottoms Up Bar the night where this incident had been reported. He did admit to having a confrontation with Ryan Gibbard. He did admit that he made a statement to Ryan Gibbard in his own words that there would be a reckoning for testifying against him.
Did you ask him whether he had returned to Bottoms Up that evening?
Yes, I did. I questioned him about being there at one point in time, leaving and coming back. He denied ever leaving and coming back, saying he was only at the bar one time that night.
And did he indicate whether he had any contact with Jessica Pratt that night?
Yes, he said he never had any contact with Jessica Pratt.
Now, Officer Hessling, as part of your duties as a police officer, are you given a department-issued body camera?
Yes.
Was that body camera activated during the course of your interview with Mr. Grady?
Yes.
May I approach the witness?
Yes, you may.
Officer Hessling, I'm showing you what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 2.
They're still keeping the
Have you had
exhibit.
the opportunity to review the contents of that disc?
Yes.
And are the contents of that disc a fair and accurate representation of the video that was recorded by your department-issued body cam on the evening that you interviewed Mr. Grady?
Yes.
People move for admission of Proposed Exhibit 2.
Okay, as soon as they take her
People would
personal
ask
information
to
off the
display
screen.
that People's 2 to the jury, Your Honor.
You may.
Wait for it. Here we go.
You
Here
need
we
the
go.
lights dimmed at all, Mr. Bond.
There we go.
Your Honor, it's about a 10-minute video, so that might be helpful.
Ooh, 10 minutes. People's exhibit number
Just
2.
in
I
case
like
there's
the
a blur
border,
there.
so we know what it is. This is pretty cool.
Oh, how's it going? Oh, not too much. Hey, fellers.
Fellers?
How's it going tonight?
All right.
Oh, not too much. I just want to stop by and talk with you quick about this because I said there was a complaint made with this. So.
With what?
With Jessica, she had called and made a complaint after the night at Bottoms Up.
I wasn't ever in Bottoms Up with Jessica. As soon as they walked in, I walked out the door.
Okay. That's why I wanted
Here's my witnesses. Go ask Mike Becky and Eddie Brill.
Okay.
When I was sitting right there, I said, oh, great. I chugged a drink and walked out the door.
Okay. So you know that I'm talking about? It was like the 27th. It was a Friday night. Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, right before the first of the year.
And I followed the frickin' rules of the deal.
Okay. Yeah, because that was her complaint was like has to do with the PPO that's between you guys and like the violation of it. So I just got some couple questions about everything. I said I'm not like taking you to jail or anything like that. Basically, my thing is to get your side of the get your side of the story.
Well,
Say she violated it. She went into where he was sitting.
well, no, I was told I had to leave immediately, and I did.
Okay. That night, who was at Bottoms Up first? Was it you or her that was
I
there?
was in there.
You were in there first? Okay.
Yeah, past those guys. We were sitting there BSing for probably an hour, and then all of a sudden, here they come.
Okay. And it was her and Ryan that came together?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. And so after you had seen them that they went to the bar or arrived there, I guess, what did you do from there? Did you leave right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went to Pete's and seen the what Psycho Sandy's name.
Psycho Sandy's name?
Oh yes, you do. As soon as I think of her name, she come up there and frickin' sat right beside me, saying
You know Sandy.
I can't think of her last name. I've known her 50 years.
Apparently it's Psycho Sandy.
But Becky and Chloe and Pro will know her name.
Okay. And so you left there, you went to Pete's, all right.
Yeah.
Did you go back to Bottoms Up that
No.
night? Okay. Was there ever an altercation with you and Ryan inside
I
Bottoms
told
Up?
him there was gonna be a reckoning for him for testifying against him on my way out the door.
Okay.
And that's all I said.
And that was all at the same time when you were there?
I left.
Okay.
I was
Is that
gone.
a real gun?
Is that a real gun? Oh yeah, absolutely. They don't give us fake ones. When you were there, did you ever talk to Jessica?
Nope.
Did you make
Never said a word to
made
her.
any contact
Nope.
with her? Okay.
I ain't seen her, don't drive down the street, have nothing to do with the bitch.
Okay. And she never talked to you at all?
Nope.
She never made contact with you?
She better, no, if
Okay.
she does, I'm gonna report it, because of shit like this.
Right. So the only person you would have made contact with there was Ryan, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And it was right by the pool table, I was on my way out the door.
Okay. Now what she's saying though is, like when she got there, right? You were already there. When she got there, she said the same thing, that you finished your drink, paid your bill, then you left. But she said about an hour later that you had came back to Bottoms Up.
No, I went up to Pete's.
You went up to Pete's? Okay. So you had never left and then came back? Like your side of it is that you left and you stayed away?
I stayed away.
Stayed away, okay. Were you there at the bar with somebody or did you go there by yourself?
I was there by myself.
Okay. And then who were you talking to when you were there?
Mike Becky and Eddie Pro.
Eddie Pro, you said?
Yeah.
Love these officers' body cams up here.
Those two will know her name. Just ask them. We call her Psycho Sandy.
Mike
or
Swacking. You said Eddie Pro?
Yeah.
Do you have their phone numbers at all by
No,
chance?
hell no.
You just know who they are?
Well, I grew up with, but
Mike Becky sounds familiar.
he was the dog catcher for years.
Oh, okay. That's why it sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, now he works for drives for football.
Gotcha. They both live in the Bad Axe area, I assume?
Yeah, Becky was right there about a block from the light.
Okay.
Eddie Pro lives on South Silver Street.
Anything else happened while you were there with Jessica that night or anything like that?
Hell no,
Okay.
I avoided it.
Right. And nothing since then? Nothing since that night from then till now? There hasn't been any issues or anytime?
I haven't even seen her. I avoided it.
Right. So is it? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this. Obviously, she made a report the following day with me, and so I'm just doing the follow up on it. See, I got to do my job. I got to investigate any kind of complaint we get like this. So, I said the only question that comes in is what she said was that
she had contact with me. She's saying that?
No. She had contacted me, made a report the following day after that Friday, that Saturday.
Did you not tell her that her PTO says I am to leave when I see her and then I left?
Yeah. So like what she's saying is that initially when she got there, you did the right thing, paid your bill, you left, right? What she says, her statement is that about an hour later, you came back into the bar knowing she was there, and that's when the altercation happened with Ryan.
No, there was never an altercation.
Not like a physical one, but like just verbal, where you guys had words with each other up at the bar.
Tell her to go back to drinking. That's what she means.
Yep. So, and like what you're saying is you never left and you never came back. Like when you left, you
What are
left.
they watching?
That night.
I went to Pete's.
Went to Pete's spot.
I'm watching court.
I wish I could remember what Fisher's name was too.
They're watching court.
She was a Fisher girl from home. She's the one that was the mail lady. Who'd she marry? Yeah. She was up in Pete's. Me and her old man lashed for about an hour and a half.
Who was that?
Sally Brett.
Okay. But she wasn't at Bottoms Up. She was at Pete's, right?
She was going to Pete's. But Sandy come up to Pete's too. Is she kind of No, it wasn't Sandy Sewell. What the hell is her name? Becky will know though.
Okay.
I
All right.
remember.
Hey, I'll try to talk with them and go from there. I said, I don't know what's going to happen with this, if anything. I just got to do my job and talk to everybody, get everybody's side of the story.
Oh, I laugh.
I'll report it. You know, I got to do a report on it, send it to the prosecutor, have them review it. But
I did what I was supposed to do.
yeah. No, I said, it sounds like you did exactly when she got there. You did what you're supposed to do. I said, what comes in the question is what she's saying is that you came back about an hour late. But
did I supposedly stay in the bar when I went back?
Well, by sounds of what she knows and what I talked to, that when you came back, you were only back for a short amount of time. And then that's when you and Ryan had gotten into the altercation. The bartender basically told you to leave, which you did, and then you left again without making contact.
So I followed the rules even the second time.
Well, did you come back a second time?
No.
No? Okay.
I just want, the point was made though.
Right.
That, so why ever so pointless? I don't get it.
Well, I think
I don't understand.
Jessica's belief is that there was a violation of the PPO when he had come back the second time, knowing that she was in the bar. And so, like, you were there the first time, and you know, you did what you're supposed to, knowing she was there. You left, but then came back to Bottoms Up, knowing that she was there or possibly still there. Is what her view is, that there was that violation of PPO. So.
Sorry, I can't help her out.
Yeah. So, but my recommendation for you is just, you know, if you ever come into contact with her again, you know, do as you did when she got there, back up and leave.
Because I didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, because, you know, this is my advice is that the courts do take PPO violations really seriously, because their hands are kind of tied with them. They have to, right? So before you get yourself in some trouble, or, you know, even unwarranted, wanted trouble, that
I mean, she admitted that I did what I was supposed to do, and yet she still files a fucking complaint.
Yeah, I said her issue is with it is that you came back like an hour late. You know, that's where she feels that the PPO was violated, knowing that she was there. So.
Okay. There, I told you he was there.
Yeah. No, I do appreciate talking with you. That's why I wanted to come get your side of the story. I didn't know where exactly you lived at, so that's why I called you first before I drove out here. I'm like, I don't know where you live at. We had a phone number for you in our system, so I'm like, I'll call them and see if you're home, and then I'll stop by. But no, I appreciate.
I don't go nowhere. Look, I'm here every night.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate your time talking with me, though, Bose. All right. If anything comes about it, I'll let you know. But I'll wait and see.
You guys, I'll tell you the same story. I left.
You left? Okay. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Court failed to mention, for purposes of the record, the court will not require the transcription of People's Exhibit Number 2 as that evidence, or that exhibit speaks for itself. So no requirements there relative to transcribing what was said on the video.
Can we turn off?
So, Officer Hessling, after this interview with the defendant, what actions did you take to complete your investigation?
After that interview, I made a written report and then submitted it to the prosecutor's office for review.
So, Officer Hessling, just in closing, is it fair to say that this investigation started out as an investigation as to a PPO violation?
That's correct.
And it ultimately turned out to lead to this charge that we're here for today. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I have no further questions of the witnesses this time.
Thank you. Cross-examination. You're welcome.
Because he admitted to saying there's going to be a reckoning for you for testifying against me. That's the threat.
So when you had interviewed my client, Mr. Grady, he had mentioned a couple of names that potential witnesses. Did you interview any of those people?
No, I did not.
What is the reason for that?
So prior to interviewing him, I had already spoken to 2 other witnesses. And my only reason to be speaking to the 2 names that he had given me would be because when I talked to him, his statement was that he only was at the bar one time and had gotten left and never returned. So the only reason I want to speak with them, because the other witnesses, there would have been 4 of them in total, they told me he had been at the bar, left, and came back. Well, then with further talking with Mr. Grady, in his own words, he cast a doubt in my mind and was telling me the truth, because there was a statement about him being back there the second time. And in the video, you can hear me ask him about it after he had denied being there the second time, went back to denying it. So with his statement, I didn't find it credible that he was only at the bar one time. So I didn't interview the other two because that would just be the only reason to interview them at that point with that consistency of that statement.
So when you say not credible, you're just referring to Mr. Grady stating that he did not go back to the bottom of the second time.
So, yes, the statement that didn't find credible is saying that he didn't go back the second time. And the reason why I don't find that credible is because I had 4 other witnesses telling me that he had come back there the second time. And you add that to with what he told me, which cast a doubt speaking with him, where it was something along the lines of, I even did it the right thing the second time I was there, meaning that there was a slight admission that he was there the second time.
So you had said that Mr. Grady had stated, as we saw in the video, something along the lines of there would be a reckoning for Mr. Gibbard.
Yes, he said that.
What is your interpretation of that?
My interpretation would be that there would be retaliation against Mr. Gibbard for testifying.
So the word reckoning to you is that people who tend to retaliation then?
Yes.
Do you know what the actual meaning of that word is?
Reckoning? No, I do not. But just in the context of how it was said, in the context of the incident, that would be my interpretation of it.
Redirect.
Redirect, Your Honor.
Next week.
Like a bill,
People call Tracy Hessling.
an account or its settlement. A time when something is held accountable for past actions, often leading to judgment, punishment, and consequences. Sometimes used in a religious connotation as well. Cody Carr, the ice fishing trial. That was a wild one. Man. It also had body cam footage, which was interesting. It's one of the most swear-filled body cam footage we've ever watched. And the whole allegation about the wife and he's just mad because I slept with his wife type thing. That was, yeah, there was a lot in that one. I reckon he meant it as a threat. I reckon so, Bree. Waiting for a new witness to come in. Bad Axe Police Department. It's Axe, not. It's make sure you say Axe right. Bad Axe Police Department.
Please step out to the witness stand just to my right. Or being seated, please raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I like Lady Justice there, but she's backwards to mine.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your name for the record and spell your last name for the court report?
Tracy Hessling, Hessling.
And where do you work, Ms. Hessling?
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
That's far, correct?
Yes.
Is that in the city of Bad Axe?
Yes.
And that's in Huron County, Michigan?
Yes.
Okay. Were you working at Bottoms Up on December 27th of 2024?
I remember the date, yes,
Do you work there regularly?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember Officer Hessling coming to you at some point after that date and talking to you about an incident? Okay. So if he had marked in his report that it was December 27th, would we have any reason to doubt that after talking to you?
No.
Okay. Now, taking you back to that night, did you see the defendant, Ronald Grady, in the bar that night?
Yes.
Do you see him here in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Okay. Can you point to him and tell me what he's wearing, please?
In a plaid shirt.
For the record, please reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Of course, in a plaid shirt. What else?
Same night, did you observe Jessica Pratt and Ryan Gibbard come in?
Yes.
Count
Did
count
you
bottoms
see
up for me.
anything
Let's step away
happen
for just a minute.
between the defendant, Mr. Grady, and Mr. Gibbard?
No, I did not.
At any point in the evening, did you hear any words exchanged between Mr. Gibbard and the defendant?
No.
Do you remember seeing Mr. Grady leave the bar that night?
Well, everyone had to leave, so.
I mean, before closing time.
Well, yes.
Okay. Do you remember why it was that he left at that time?
Well, I know just someone said Tracy, and so there was something happened, but.
Okay, so when somebody said Tracy, what did you do?
Well, I usually just whatever's going on, separate what's going on, and then ask someone to leave.
Okay. Now, specifically, when you heard your name Tracy being called because something was going on, who did you ask to leave?
I'm not sure, but right. Also,
well, if you're not sure, I don't want you to answer.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I know who stayed after.
Okay. Now, do you remember again talking to Officer Hessling shortly thereafter?
Yes.
Okay. And if he had written in his report that you told him that you asked Mr. Grady to leave, would we have any reason to doubt what he had written in his report?
No.
Okay. And if he had written in his report after interviewing you that you had seen a verbal back and forth between Mr. Gibbard and Mr. Grady, would we have any reason to doubt that report after that interview?
No.
Okay. But you don't specifically remember?
No.
And why is that, do you think?
I see so many people and there's so many people that come in and out, and if there's like commotion, I'm right there just to de-escalate it before it starts because they work too hard to clean that bar up, and I'm not gonna have anything like that happen in there.
And so that's your normal reaction. If something starts, if you see something start happening, you get over it.
Yes.
And you ask somebody to leave?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Hessling, I have no further questions for you this morning.
Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Oh, do I have to stay?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Morning, ma'am. So you had indicated that, so you did see Mr. Grady at Bottoms Up that night of December 27th.
Yes.
But you had also said that you did not hear anything between Mr. Grady and Mr. Gibbard.
No, I did not.
So, you believe that there was a verbal altercation? Is that correct?
There could have been, yes.
But you're not sure? You're not sure?
I didn't hear what was said.
Okay. About, so that night, how long was Mr. Grady at Bottoms Up that night?
Well, I don't time people in the bar, but he wasn't there late or nothing.
Okay. And you didn't see Mr. Grady have any contact with Ms. Pratt?
No, I did not.
You recall where Ms. Pratt was sitting when Mr. Grady was inside of the bar?
They were sitting at the table. There's a wall and there's like two tables like this. They were at that table.
Okay. Was Mr. Grady on the other side of the wall?
No, I think he was you were at the bar with us.
At the bar, okay. And that was prior to Ms. Pratt and Mr. Gibbard walking into the bar, correct?
I think Pickles was there first.
Oh, Mr. Grady was there first.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, that's okay.
They worked too hard to clean this bar up. What was it like before this?
So that night of the 27th, was that a busy night for you at the bar?
I don't know the date.
Okay.
If it was a Friday, Saturday, Monday.
Do you know if karaoke was going on?
If I knew the date, I could tell you.
December 27th of 24th?
We do karaoke on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay, so there would be karaoke going on that day.
If it was a Friday or Saturday, yes.
So would you say that it does get pretty loud inside the bar?
Got a lot of good singers.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, karaoke's loud.
And you said so it was crowded, not crowded? How would you describe it?
I don't really remember, but I'm not supposed to say if I don't know for sure, so.
But typically, is it crowded when
we have a good crowd on our karaoke night, yes.
Everyone's a good singer with a few beers.
Redirect. Just briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Tessling, a moment ago, you had mentioned in one of your answers, you said Bose was there first. Who's Bose?
I don't know his last name.
The gentleman you identified as the defendant earlier?
Yes.
Oh, is that a nickname?
That's what I know about it.
Okay. And I also forgot to ask you, do you know Jessica Pratt?
Yes, I do.
And do you know Ryan Gibbard?
Yes, I do.
So when you see them, they're people who are familiar to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That was all I needed. Recross.
How do your next witness?
People call Joan Peters, Your Honor.
All right, Tracy's off the stand. We're flying through these witnesses. Joan Peters up next. This will be good. Yes. Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. Yeah, that's how the bar was going on. It was rocking, I'm sure. Do they tip better on karaoke nights? They all sound as good as they thought they did. Yep.
Miss, would you please step up to the witness stand just to my right?
Step right up.
Before being seated, please raise your hand.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
How do you make it?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your name for the record and then spell your last name for the benefit of the court reporter?
Joan Peters, Peters.
And Ms. Peters, I want to take you back to December 27th of 2024. Were you at the Bottoms Up Bar that evening?
Yes, it was.
That's in the city of Bad Axe, correct?
Yes.
Huron County, Michigan. Was that yes? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, do you know a gentleman by the name of Ronald Grady?
Yes, I do.
Do you see him here in the courtroom today?
Yes, I do.
Could you please point to him and tell me what he's wearing?
Black shirt.
Would the record please reflect that the witness has identified the defendant?
Good shot.
And so that night at Bottoms Up, did you see Mr. Grady inside the bar?
Yes, I do.
And do you know two people by the name of Jessica Pratt and Ryan Gibbard?
Yes, I do.
And were you in the bar when Jessica Pratt and Ryan Gibbard arrived?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And what, if anything, did you see happen after Jessica and Ryan got the Bottoms Up?
We sat down at our table and Ron,
You know him as Bose?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
He was sitting at the bar and then he left shortly after they got there.
Okay. Did you see anything happen between him and Mr. Gibbard as he was leaving?
Don't recall, no.
Okay. And so you see him leave, correct?
Correct.
Now, later in the evening, did you see him again?
Yes, I did.
And where did you see him later in the evening?
He was standing holding the door open.
Okay. And what did you observe between him and Mr. Gibbard at that time?
I wasn't sure what was going on. I had walked around one part of the bar to get a drink. And he was standing with the door open. Ryan was kind of standing at the end of the bar. And I just told Ryan, go back to the table. I don't know if there was anything between them.
When you walked up, could you tell if they were talking?
I wasn't sure what was going on.
Okay. How did they look to you when you walked up? The reason I ask is because, if I'm not mistaken, you just testified that you asked Ryan to go back to someplace else. Why did you do that?
Just because I knew of the situation between the two of them, so I just told them, why don't you go back to the table?
What did you know about the situation between the two of them?
That they're not supposed to be in the same place at the same time.
Okay. And so, but you didn't hear any words exchanged?
I don't recall hearing anything, no.
Was it loud in there that night?
No, it was.
Was it a karaoke night? Do you remember? A lot of people? Okay. And so you testified that you tapped him or grabbed him on the shoulder and said what?
I just said, go back, get over back to the table or whatever. I'm not even sure what I said to him. I don't even recall.
And did he do that?
Yes, he did.
And did you go back and sit at the table with him?
I went back, not sure if I went and got a drink and then went back to the table, but I went back to the table, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Peters. I have no further questions for you at this time. Cross-examination, assistant.
This is the bottoms up trial in Bad Axe.
I don't have any questions for this witness.
All right, you're done, ma'am.
Status of the witness counsel.
We would ask that she be excused, Your Honor, as well as Ms. Hessling, who previously testified.
I failed to address that. Ms. Sid?
I don't have any objections to that.
They're both excused. Honey, your name?
People call Jessica Pratt. Please stand, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to pay attention this time, Josh, so I can pin the message, pin the witness's name a little sooner. Paging the witness, paging the witness. This lady who had the PPO, she might have something to say. Bottoms Up Bar and Grill is also a motel and apartment complex. It's a 4-in-1.
Miss, would you please step up to the witness stand just to my right?
Is it across from the Walmart? Or is there no Walmart in Bad Axe?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Seen a lot of that green color in courts
Thank
lately.
you, Your Honor. Good morning, ma'am. Can you please state your name for the record and spell your last name for the benefit of the court recorder?
Jessica Lynn Pratt Gibbard, Gibbard.
And so on December 27th of 2024 was your last name at that time, Pratt?
Yes.
And now it's Gibbard, correct? Okay, just wanted to get that out of the way. Now, let me ask you, Ms. Gibbard, do you know the defendant, Ronald Grady?
Yes.
How do you know him?
My ex-husband.
Do you see him here in the courtroom today? Yes. Can you please point to him and tell me what he's wearing?
Ex-husband.
Black glasses.
Would the record please reflect that the witnesses identified the defendant?
It should.
When were you married to Mr. Grady?
It's been 3.5 years since we've been divorced.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness just to adjust the microphone a bit for her? You would.
And for us as well. Just point that thing right at her. There we go. Well.
Okay, Ms. Gibbard, could you repeat that? When were you married to Mr. Grady?
I don't remember the exact date, but we've been divorced about 3.5 years.
Okay. Now, in May of 2024, did you file for a personal protection order against Mr. Grady? And was that in this court?
Yes.
Who testified during that hearing?
Ryan Gibbard.
And did you testify during that hearing as well?
Yes.
And was the personal protection order between you and Mr. Grady granted by the court?
Yes.
And was it in place between you and Mr. Grady on December 27th of 2024?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to take you forward then to the evening of December 27th, 2024. Where were you that evening?
Up.
And that's a bar, correct?
Yes.
And is that in the city of Bad Axe?
Yes.
Huron County, Michigan, correct? Who was with you?
Ryan Gibbard.
And did you see the defendant when you arrived at Bottoms Up that night?
Not at first.
When did you first catch sight of him?
As we were walking through the bar, he, I don't know how else to put it, kind of shoulder checked Ryan, said something to him, but I don't know what he said.
Was there a crowd of people that would have caused him to run into Mr. Gibbard?
No, there was nobody else by us.
After he made contact,
Thank you,
shoulder
Sloppy.
check, as you said, Mr. Gibbard, what happens next? Where does he go? What do you see?
He went down to the other end of the bar, finished his drink, ate his tab.
Now, later in the evening, did you see him again at the bar?
I myself did not, but Ryan Gibbard did.
Okay. Okay. Now, you know that because Ryan Gibbard came back to your table, is that fair to say?
Yes.
And you said it was about an hour or an hour and a half after Mr. Grady had left the first time?
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't witness any interaction between Mr. Gibbard and Mr. Grady?
I did not.
And you didn't hear any of the words that were exchanged between those two?
I did not.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned that after he shoulder checked Mr. Gibbard, he went back and sat down and finished his drink. Is that correct?
Yes.
How was he acting?
You could tell he was talking to the other people at the bar, maybe a little agitated because he had to leave.
Okay. Now, why did you decide to contact law enforcement the next day?
Because of the PPO, I just wanted to have the paper trail that he violated it. So if I needed to continue it, I could.
Now, during the course, do you remember talking to Officer Hessling of the Bad Axe Police Department?
Yes.
And did you make a statement to him?
Yes.
And did you provide a written statement to him?
Yes.
And were those statements that you made to Officer Hessling and your written statement consistent with your testimony here in court today?
Yes.
And you have no further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
So when you, so that night when you went to Bottoms Up and, you said that you had then saw Mr. Grady there. And when you say that there was a shoulder check, was that just in passing or?
There was nobody else in the way. There was no reason that it was just a thump. It was on purpose.
Was the bar busy that night?
No.
It wasn't busy on the night of the 27th?
No, not at that time.
What time was that?
Maybe around 8-ish.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes.
Ooh, a sidebar. Why don't we have cameras from the bar? Bad Axe Police Department is more interesting. How many bars in Bad Axe? There's that one and at least Pete's. I think Pete's the other one that's been mentioned. They have a Walmart, so they might have more bars.
front of the Walmart. This is, you may continue when you're ready. You're welcome.
Where are we going in this question?
So, when you contacted dispatch, why didn't you call the night that this had occurred?
I didn't witness it myself, and I didn't see any reason to call 911. Nobody ever informed me how to take care of a PPO, whether I was supposed to call 911, just call central dispatch, make a report, and so I just figured, why make a scene? I could do that separately in this case. I just wanted it on report.
Okay.
The battery's
Are
dying.
you aware that there was no actual violation of the PPO?
Violation if he knew we were there and he came back, he chose to come back.
How would he know that you were there?
He was there when we got there.
About how long passed from when he left when you first arrived? Hour and a half. So again, though, but how does that mean that Mr. Grady would know that you were still there?
I drive the same vehicle that I did when we were together, so I'm sure he knew we were still there.
So you drove your vehicle to Bottoms House that night then?
I think so. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Oops.
Did you take your vehicle?
I can't remember if it was my vehicle or my husband's vehicle, honestly, but.
Okay. So you're saying that Mr. Grady knew what kind of vehicle your now husband drove at that time? And again, you said that it was not busy at that time.
He came back?
Or no, I guess when he came back.
He came back, I had picked up a little bit. It wasn't overly packed.
So you had indicated that you felt that the PPO was violated. Did anything occur because of that? You mean, like, was there a consequence or anything that you felt occurred or did not occur because you felt that there was a violation of the PPO?
Consequence how?
Did you ever come back before the court and talk about what you thought was a violation of the PPO?
This is what has happened because of that.
But you haven't, there hasn't been addressed separately in another hearing.
We've got these two quiet speakers and bad mics. Hopefully this part's over here soon. She didn't witness it. It was an hour and a half later.
Redirect.
No redirect, Your Honor.
Can she be
Members of the jury, it's just shy of noon at this point, so we are going to take our noon recess. We'll reconvene at 1 p.m. I have to remind you, you are not to discuss the case even amongst yourselves. You are not to look up any aspects of the case as well regarding this matter. And you can go anywhere you wish for lunch. Anything you wish to do is fine. However, we ask you to return to the courtroom no later than about 5 minutes to 1, preferably, so we can begin promptly at 1 p.m. I do have to advise you that during the trial, do not read, listen to, or watch any news reports about the case. Under the law, the evidence you consider to decide the case must be standards. For example, witnesses must swear to tell the truth, and the lawyers must be able to cross-examine them. News reports, because they don't have to meet those standards, they can give you incorrect or misleading information that might unfairly favor one side. So to be fair to both sides, please follow that instruction. So you talk about anything you wish to, not about the case. And once you return back to the courthouse, I would ask, rather than sit out in the waiting area, you just simply go to room 207, which would be the corner door here right by the waiting area. There's a little doorbell there. Just hit the doorbell. That'll alert us that you're at the door. You'll hear a chirping sound. Once you hear the chirping sound, that means that the lock is disengaged. Just grab the handle and we'll escort you back into the jury room.
Sounds like a security
That's
flaw.
what we'll do. Members of the jury who are excused will see you at 1 p.m. off the record.
Right, they're off the record. They're done. We're going to take a lunch as well and come back for the rest of this trial on our day off here. It is our day off. Let's see. Let me go to channel. I am subscribed. We're in the Huron County 52nd Circuit Court of Michigan, and we'll be back there after lunch. Michigan's probably an IHOP kind of state. Iowa, same. No Waffle Houses here either. Waffle House isn't in northern states. It's not. It's basically in the hurricane area. If a hurricane can hit you, there's a Waffle House there. Let's see. I think that's it. I think we've got to take a lunch. It's only an hour. That's all we've got. Michelle, I just got here because of work stuff. Michelle, I'm sorry. We just picked up a little tiny short one-day trial. It's a witness retaliation trial stemming from a PPO that came as a result of a divorce. So it's ugly. It's ugly. It's got lots of opinions on every side. But a couple divorced after they divorced 3.5 years ago. There was a PPO filed by the wife against the original husband. In that hearing, a man testified in support of the PPO, the protective order. That man is now the wife's new husband. They were at a bar called Bottoms Up in Bad Axe, Michigan. And, they went to a bar, and when they got there, the husband was already there. And so he saw them, finished his drink, paid his bill, and left. May or may not have said something to the new husband about, you've got reckoning coming to you for testifying against me in the PPO. And then either left and went home or came back and then did those things where he said, you've got a reckoning coming against you at the PPO. That's where we are. We've got some body cam footage already in that we got to watch of the police arriving at the husband's house and questioning what had happened. According to him, the police had enough witnesses that they said, we think you actually did come back. That would be a violation of your PPO. You knew she was there. You shouldn't have done it, even though it was an hour and a half later. And Terrace High. Let's see. Broken heart, divorce. Yep. No guy. Drink, karaoke. Two guys together, no go. You have to leave. Makes her mad. Later, went back. There were some bad words. That's pretty much it. Good job. Good job. Those I love these emoji versions of court. I need to change the title of the stream since we're doing a trial instead of a document drops. Yes, I will. As a matter of fact, I just don't have the voice to do the document drops today. So we're going to do court watching and Bad Axe. Bottoms Up. Trial. Okay. Got it. We'll update it. There we go. All right, we're going to go to lunch and we're going to start a new stream. We'll portal over to it so that you can not miss a moment of this thrilling drama unfolding in Bad Axe, Michigan today. This is happening live, so anything can happen, as we have seen previously in this very courtroom with the ice fishing trial. Whew. Probably some of the spiciest video we've ever watched in a trial came here. So we'll be coming back at 12:55. That'll give us 5 minutes before court comes back to grab everything we need to grab and be ready to go. There we go. Done. The new one is built. Greeners is probably first already. What's the wife version of a husband? I don't know. Greeners was first. There you go. Wait. Yep, Greeners was first again. Pin message. Just got a text. Oh, my wife just paid my phone bill. All right. Building the portal. Then we'll start the music. Might need a thumbnail for this one, Red. I'm not sure. Are you up for one? You up for building a thumbnail? Was wife? Awesome. I'll watch for it. Put in a line about cop house call video dog for the interrogation video we got to watch. I'll do that after. Cop house call video dog. I just literally dumped that in. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe to go live after the portal. After the portal, we'll be back in about 50 minutes. About 50 minutes, we'll be back continuing this little case. Tomorrow, we're going to continue the case which we started before. It's on break today. But the Dustin Duran, there we go. Dustin Duran trial. We'll be back to tomorrow. So the expert witness will be in town, and we'll pick up where we left off. We should be done with this case by then, which means we might get verdict music tonight before the podcast, which is also being held on a special occasion tonight only. It's going to be on Wednesday tonight instead of on Thursday. We will have a music debut, basically a sing-off, almost like a karaoke night, but different. So it's like the Duran case. Yeah, I'll get sued for that one. All right, you guys have a great lunch. We'll see you afterwards. Bye-bye. We'll be back in 50 minutes. Portal incoming. Grab your portal, buddy.
I saw a chicken fight. Hush! Now I'm trying to have court. You don't raise your voice again.
There's nothing in the order that restrains you from talking to cats.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.